So, I'm not this guy. I'm this guy here. I was a Star Warrior sent down to Earth when I was just a baby, so I grew up here with people like you watching this. However, I've always seemed to think different than everyone else. My mind feels desperate on the possible ideas, the building blocks, and the great mind of creativity, and how its use could affect someone or more that perhaps no one else could have thought of before. At least outside of my degree, I've done and liked things that most what you could say normal people don't really do, at least in one persona. I've definitely gone through the flow with what I can pick up, and while thinking a lot to help improve on such things, as a consequence, I'm also more tend to overthink, maybe to even feel starless about my position in life, being deprived from joy because I find sadness to be the greatest art. When you are sad, you feel focused on the best art than being distracted from feeling happy about things. That seems to be the case with the art that I loved over time, but it doesn't mean that I'm never gonna try to feel a connection with all of the people that I met with, because now is my time to truly share the goodness I can bring. I love the people on this earth. I had to overcome my differences to use them as an advantage so we could truly be friends. And that's where we truly stand, right here, right now. Hi, my name is Kirby, spelled like this, actually, and this is a promotional video for my YouTube channel, right here. I do pretty much Nintendo-related things. It can be either in-game or outside of it, depending on which works or doesn't. I love music. I want all of my videos to have music created from me. It's mostly post-rock music, I guess, but hopefully they suit the videos well enough. It does take some time for me to upload a video, both because of school and work. But really, I just want to take my time making the content. I want to be sure everything is right, from the editing and the thumbnails. I might make the content for you, but I can sometimes make content for myself, like for this video, for instance. But just like in real life, it's fun to talk about our passions, so leave me some room to mention them here. I keep showing you some of these paper figures in this video. This is called origami, translated to paper folding into English from Japanese. I started doing origami around preschool years, ever since I was encouraged some origami books to fold from. It took me years, but I was getting very good at it. Around junior high, I really got good enough to fold the complex models consistently, but I just wasn't finding that much instructions that I wanted to fold from. So I took the goal to fold my first signature model, which ended up being the Stag Beetle that took several months to figure out. In reality though, the concept for the model was actually simple, but it's the motivations for more models that keep me going. I started to study this book called Origami Design Secrets by Robert J. Lang to really show me the techniques and the ideas on what to do to start designing. But the real way to push onward is to find my influences on how I wanted to fold. I really liked the folding style for creating crease patterns like Satoshi Kamiya, and the very delicate and beautiful details from the French folder Eric Joisel. So when I took both their influences, eventually I started to find my own style on how I tried to design my origami models. Then after folding a bunch of animals and more medieval fantasy characters, I finally started to fold Nintendo characters. Specifically, I did the original Smash 64 characters. It took several revisions for the models, but they just looked so cool in the end. So cool, in fact, that I wanted to put them on YouTube. Yes. Origami was the reason that I'm a YouTuber. The first video was a Let's Fold video on my origami Curbie. Really, it's just about an hour of me just filming from my old phone. I didn't know how to edit videos and thumbnails back then, but it didn't matter at first since this was a one-off thing to try out. But my second video on that channel of folding origami Foxy actually gained some slight attention, so I kept going with the videos. I eventually started to learn video editing from originally DaVinci Resolve, but then simplified to CapCut at some point. And I make my thumbnails from GIMP, which is still gets the job done for me today. So at some point, I guess I got tired of just doing origami models and started my ambitions into more of a gaming channel to really try out my skills. Plus, the whole origami channel is pretty limiting with what I can do in that niche, so I launched the channel that you now watch today, Curbie. So that's my video promotion about my channel and my persona. And here's the moment where I leave the video in silence for several seconds It's just to allow yourself to breathe and ponder what you've just watched.
Mm-hmm.